Having the crucial conversations that Erie needs. It's 105.9 Talk Erie, WZTE, live from our Kingdom Financial Group studio here at 5th and State. And we want to welcome in to our studio here Michael Woodard. He is the cousin of the deceased Marchello Woodard, whose tragic death on July 2nd has dominated the community conversation and a call for justice. Michael, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I want to go back to your personal experience. How did you find out about your cousin?
I found out through my cousin. Actually, was through Facebook, and everybody's just running. Cello died. Cello died. Cello died. Cello died. And then
just
live
like
videos,
it was just coming up on
live videos.
Wow.
And then Terry or Jerry Roberts, one of them had posted a video. We're all watching and in disbelief. We're slowly understanding what's going on and happening, through a live Facebook. That's how we found out.
Was there anybody associated with Marchello that was a witness of what happened at that street there on July 2nd?
On that date, there was his girlfriend was riding with him at the time, and she.
Did you know her? Did you know the girlfriend?
Not closely,
okay.
But I do know one thing for sure: she did not get injured. Thank God, she wasn't injured during the shots being fired.
She was not in the car.
She was not in the car at the time. Thank
so
God.
she was looking at it from the outside.
Yes.
Wow. And again, what is the explanation that we're hearing from the family? Again, you're here as a spokesperson. What happened from your guys' point of view?
Well, to sum everything up, Cello was shot by his parole officer, and the state police at this point in time is standing on the reason for the shots is the parole officer was being dragged, and he had to take the shots. Now, where I'm a visual individual, when it comes down to the video that was leaked last night on the news, it surely, if you look close enough, states that nobody was being dragged for you to be able to take those shots. It takes a little bit of time to review and take a look. Take your time, really look at everything that's going on. Sometimes there's one video that goes a little bit faster than the other.
Okay.
But then there's one that you really can take your time and dissect what is happening right there. And they believe that was the reason why they had to murder my cousin.
Because I say that one more time so I understand.
The state police statement saying
that he was dragged.
That the parole officer was being dragged.
But you're saying that the video that was released last night does not show that.
It does not show that. If you take your time and really review the video, take your time now, you'll see that. It doesn't take much time to do that. You can take a look. But there's some people, if to comprehend what they're seeing, I know it's a little bit blurry, but you can understand. Shots fired, car takes off, go get in. This is where we are. We haven't heard anything from the DA's office. Physically, we did get two statements. Nothing physically from them.
Right. We received those statements here, and again, DA Hers is asking for patience as the investigation is conducted. What is your? Here we are, it's July 2nd, August 2nd is Saturday. What is your confidence level in the nature of the investigation?
The confidence level is down because if you look at the whole situation, when someone, it was already ruled as a homicide. Someone normally should be in jail at this point in time, fighting for their life on the same way we would if one of us had shot someone, post bail, get out, and then fight for your life the same way we would. We're not getting the answers, what's closing us out, which makes us to believe possibly that this is an in-house situation and somebody's protecting someone. It seems like they're scrambling for information at this point in time to come up with a conclusion on the investigation. When we took our time and we were patient with them, nothing came forward. Now the video is out because the community has been asking multiple times, where is the video? And this is the proof to the community. This is why we're protesting. Mm-hmm. This is why we haven't given up. Imagine anyone out there right now, you have a family that was killed by the parole officer and nobody's spoken up. A press conference, anything somebody speak up and talk to us. You know what I'm saying? But they want to be tight-lipped about it. Even if you come out and don't say too much about the situation, speak to the community, speak to the family. There's multiple people that's hurting right now, and we deserve justice for each other.
A lot of things can be done at once. There could be comfort and concern and prayer. In fact, we had a Take Back the Site vigil last week at the site of the shooting. Yes, was it yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. But there's also been a call for more leadership. Can you talk about the city council meeting and some of that? Were you satisfied at some of the responses by, again, city leaders?
I would say a couple of them were definitely foot on the ground with this from the start. A call out was Dr. Tyler Titus.
Yeah.
I seen him. He was out 10 toes down with this. Also, you got Chuck Nelson that was out with the community. This would be prior to any city council meeting. You know, these they were on the ground with this. Andre Horton was out on the ground with this. This is for all this that went, and these are members that we look at. Okay, if you can come out of your comfort zone, and you're the ones that we voted for, and then there was multiple ones that didn't show up until we voiced who we are and why we're here. Why we have to come all the way down there to get some type of answers from anybody. So we would say the ones who did come forward, we want to thank them, from the bottom of our hearts to being there, because that shows real leadership in our community. If you say and you stand in front of us saying, oh, we want your vote, this is what we stand for, you don't stand on it in front of everyone, you were just a complete liar. And that gives us opportunity to understand who was there really for us, and then we can look at them during their previous campaigns, and we can really, really take time and investigate who was the one talking to us, and then now just give people opportunity to actually vote. Now, this is where the votes kicks in, and leadership starts from the top and works its way down, and the ones who came to the front lines, and this is what it really means a lot.
This is a person that do we know if he knew this parole officer? Was that his parole officer?
It was his parole officer, yes.
So he knew him.
Yeah, years and years. Think about it. Think about somebody you have a connection with.
Yeah.
How were they so able to kill you? Say, like, if you're my parole officer right now, we did multiple years together. You met my personality, you met my family, you met my friends, and all of a sudden, from a blink of an eye, within 20 seconds of you pulling my car over, the thought was taken in your head that I got to kill you. There's multiple ways that could have went different. Multiple ways. What happened to that relationship that we built together? Did that go right down the drain? Did you always have something out for me the whole time behind closed doors? That's something to think about.
What have you learned about the Erie community during this past month?
I did learn about the Erie community. I was raised here, and so when it's time to come together, they do. They really do. And I'm talking about people from the county, people from the city of Erie has came together and just pushed forward for this. I can say some names. Cindy Triber, she's one of them. She's from Edinburgh. We have Malcolm Pulliam. We have Terry and Jerry Roberts moving forward. We have Deontay Cooley, that's definitely on the ground with us with this. Craig Woodard. He's an Erie vet, which you all know. He's no longer Erie, but he's from Tampa.
Is he related?
Yeah, yes, and
okay.
he's in Tampa. He's in Tampa Bay now. But then not only just that, I can't name all the protesters.
Right.
That right there shows that it's not about color. It's about the community thing. It shows when people come up in numbers and protest with us. Those people that drive by in their cars, they don't just see us out there doing nothing. They see us out there protesting for justice. And they're riding by, they're raising their hands, they're chanting with us, the people that are liking and loving. And then there's ones that are on Facebook that are saying, oh, he deserved it, da-da-da-da. Okay, well, we understand where you're at with this, but understand that. And then, everybody has their own opinions.
Yeah.
But at the same time, try to be respectful about your answers and things like that, because if that happened to your family members, how would you feel? And somebody's, making remarks like that on that. And it doesn't matter if you were black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese, it doesn't matter. Imagine that happening to your family member, and we come up for you. Because remember, what I said in the beginning is multiple walks of life came together about this. Multiple walks of life. his mom, she's hurting. His dad is hurting. He has 3 beautiful children that are hurting. It's friends and family, community members. He was just about to turn his life around. He had 2 weeks left before he's about to get off parole, and they took his life. His birthday was right after that.
Yeah.
So all these adding up. He was changing his life around, and that parole officer thought it was okay to take his life. Why? Where was he coming from? Where was his anger? What was his mindset when this is coming along? And this is why I started a petition that, I don't know how far it's going to go. If you are in law enforcement, I believe that you should be randomly checked for steroids.
Oh, wow.
I say that to say this because I don't think you should be under the influence. If we should not be under the influence as citizens, why should you be under the influence of a steroid that can change your mood multiple times, and you're on our money? Mm-hmm. We don't want to pay for that, because when you come to the scene, your mind could be going totally different. And who knows if any of those officers were like that? Multiple. It's so many mood changes and mood swings you can have with that. And also, the killer, we would say, used to potentially work at Albion. This is the prison. He has a long list of, cruelty to the inmates there.
Are you surprised that it hasn't been the officer has not been named?
We're shocked.
We're shocked.
We are furious. They know exactly who did it. They're not even stating the name. That's not showing justice for the community. That's not showing justice for Cello. That's them housing information from us. Okay? That's disrespectful to us. To the whole situation, this is just disrespectful. And this is how we are with this, And our voices only could be heard through chanting and calling out cadences, yelling his name, justice for Cello, 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 Cello. It hurts.
We're talking to Michael Woodard. He is the cousin of the deceased Marchello Woodard. I'm sorry, Marchello Woodard. Okay, so eventually this investigation will end, and there will be some kind of conclusion, perhaps leading into an indictment or any other number of outcomes. Are you prepared for hearing something that you're not asking for right now?
We are all prepared together as a community for justice. It's a fact what happened. We're prepared to hear anything at this point in time, but we do know we haven't heard anything. Mm-hmm. And, keeping a closed mouth and not want to talk to us or saying anything is disrespectful. It's hurtful to imagine your child. Imagine someone in your family being killed, and then there's no answers.
You want to know the circumstances.
The
of
DA
the death.
is the attorney for the people. Where are you? We understand that. We do understand it takes time. Talk to us. Don't send statements. Physical awareness is needed at this point in time. We do need indictments. We know we need indictments. We screen justice for Cello. We know where the individuals worked. Indictment. It's time for them to feel what we feel. Go to the county. Fight for your life. You took one. It's your turn. That's the same thing they would do with us. Imagine you, me, shot someone. It's over. Hands behind your back.
Right. You're fighting
for your life.
I just want to make sure I understand that if a determination of, quote, let's say self-defense. Again, I'm not an attorney. I have no idea. I'm not aware of the actual circumstances, but they're investigating this. If something were to happen where this parole officer is not indicted, mm-hmm. what kind of response should the city brace for?
I would say the proper response would be, basically, I would think it'd be an outside source needs to be brought in on this case.
Okay. I mean, isn't that kind of what you asked the governor?
That's what we're looking for.
Some oversight. Yeah.
Outside sources. If you reach out to the governor and he declines a death like that within the city he's supposed to oversee, the letter was sent out, no comment.
Okay.
You know, we see where you're coming from with this. We need outside sources. Okay. You know, to let it settle at home, there will be other steps taken.
Let me give you an opportunity for any final thoughts here, Michael, as far as this case. And again, we're just chatting. So, what do you want me to understand about Marchello and about this situation that the family's in?
The understanding at this point in time would be we need justice for him. What's going on? That'd be number one. But it's also time for the community to take a look at what our justice system also believes in. Because this is a point in time when someone was killed by someone in law enforcement and they get quiet. Who are we dealing with there? And this is what we have to deal with daily, heartaches. We're pounding and grounding every day to figure out how to get some type of closure from sources that are even within our city to help us. Just to hear someone from outside of our city to say, hey, we're going to help you guys move forward with this. How do we get outside sources answers first and nothing from the actual source? The seed was planted of his death at the parole office. Now, it seems like the parole office had fumbled the ball off to the state police, and they're being quiet. And yet the DA's office is supposed to make their decision. We need justice for Cello at this. And that's what we stand.
Michael Woodard, he's the cousin of the deceased Marchello Woodard. Again, the tragic death, July 2nd. Again, please let me extend my deepest condolences to the family and to you all. And thank you so much for taking the time and reaching out to us.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Also, if anyone wants to support Justice for Cello, there's a Justice for Cello coalition that is out. And you also can hashtag Justice for Cello. That helps get this over the line of viral. That's where we're taking this. It seems like this has to be taken to this level. Hashtag Justice for Cello as many times as you can. Show your support. Continue to show love and support. We love it. We need it. And like I said, this is a community thing. There's two families in this. There's the law enforcement family, this 814 community family. We need to stick together because that's exactly what they're showing.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it, sir. It is 23 after 5.